Welcome back again, basketball fans. You're watching yet another episode of WKCTC Basketball Weekly. As always, I'm assistant coach Josh Kimbler here with the head coach of the Stars, Daniel Potts. We had an invitational this last weekend, which our team did very, very well at, bringing home first place. And coach, our sophomores actually received some special recognition after the game.
Yeah, we had an all-tournament team here for all four teams, and I believe there wound up being around 60 players in all of all four teams. And only 7 got to be on that team, and our 3 sophomores, Jacob, Cody, and Chris, took home those all-tournament team plaques. So they really played well. They went out with a bang, so to speak, and ended their season on 17-10. 17 wins, 10 losses, and the last few years they've just really worked hard for us.
Yes, they have.
In our program and things like that, and they've gotten better, and they've seen some college looks at them and things like that. So I can't wait to see where some of them commit and go to. And I know here in a couple hours we're still going to be working hard in the gym right now. Cody's in there, Marcus is in there. We're going to work on individual self-improvement, and we'll just go from there. But they ended out with a bang, and I'm happy for them.
When we come back, we'll go over some highlights from our last invitational. You're watching WKCTC Basketball Weekly. Welcome back to the show. At this time, we're going to go over some game highlights. First, from Jefferson and Elizabethtown Community Colleges.
Yeah, Coach, we got a team coming in from our KCTCS system next year by the name of Jefferson Community and Technical College, and they'll be on our schedule next year. And we're trying to eventually we have 16 KCTCS teams, schools, and we're trying to get a little league going, a little rivalry going within our KCTCS. So we're glad for Jefferson Community and Technical College to join and have a ball team. And they played real well.
Coach, from what I understand, they've only played together 4 or 5 days before this game actually took place.
Yeah, they played hard.
Yeah, they did. I think they're well coached. You know, I think they got a good opportunity to really do some special things up there.
I agree. I know E-Town won this game, I think 91-76 or so, and but great game to watch. Very fast-paced game, and we knew we had our hands full with it, whichever, if we came out the victor or if we lost. We knew we was going to have our hands full, but E-Town came out with it. And
this is our game against Earl Clemens.
Some fans in there. Marcus is just getting off the ground with ease now.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he's timing blocks. He's a rim protector now. He's just everywhere. I think Marcus had 3 or 4
made a comment
blocks
for this game that shot. Actually, it was the Elizabethtown game, the game that we played after this one, but they ran a play. We were scouting it, and I actually made a comment, to get them to understand what kind of play they were running. I said it's the same spot Jacob Scott scored about 400 points this year at, and it was that same highlight you just seen a while ago in the corner.
Rico he's been a great asset this second semester. I wish we would have had him first semester, but great kid, getting the job done in the grades too, and anything we say, Rico does.
Yeah, he does.
Said our sophomores played absolutely superb in our tournament here. That's one of the plays coach is talking about, where Jacob Scott nails a bunch of his threes.
6 points already in this game, Coach.
We score a lot of out of bounds. We do. We score a lot of them. We work at it though. Good ball fake.
Chris Jackson played some of the best ball he's played all year these last 2 games.
Sure did. He's glad to see it. Glad to see it. Great attitude, great work ethic the last week, and really stepped up and played. Look at that tape. I think this in the last week, of these games, they really didn't realize, we always tell them, basketball won't be around forever and things like that. And they, these 2 games was their sophomore year, they realized that, hey, this thing's going to end pretty soon. Yeah. And they played their tail off, especially our sophomores. They played their tails off. Got a 5-second call right there.
Jacob Scott did a great job getting up in the line of the ball right there to prevent him from just giving the ball up.
Great take, seeking that contact. Work on it every day from our guards, getting in the middle, finishing. Head up, eyes up. Pretty tough shot.
I remember seeing the look on our face whenever he was shooting that. He shot the ball well.
Yeah, he did.
He really did.
He did shoot the ball well this time.
It was like one of them, no, great shot.
Cody's just savvy in that lane, man. He just knows how to get to the bucket and just finish. One of our sets that we run for Jay to get open, he knocks it down. I think both Jacob and Cody had 25 in this ball game, and Marcus had around 20, 21, and I believe he had 9 or 10 rebounds.
That's another kid that's just, he's come so far. I mean, it's like, I don't even know how to put it in words. Zane Vanderbilt.
Yeah, that's a great play right there. Chris Jackson misses a free throw, goes and gets his rebound, makes a great extra pass to Jacob, and we get some momentum going. It was a close game until about the last 3 minutes of that first half. We got away, went on about a 10-0 run, and made it a 14-point game at halftime, which we needed badly. There's no look, left-hand pass right there. We had a great crowd this weekend.
We did. That seal by Marcus made all that happen.
Sure did. Sure did.
Just took the lane with him.
Look at
that. He's got two
three.
people. Great move.
Good Zane. Finds an open shooter right there. Great job. It's hard to imagine Zane Vanderbilt never played high school basketball. I mean, he's just so coachable, works his tail off every day, asks all the right questions, does everything great. And he's produced a lot. Without Zane, we don't win a few of these games in the second semester. Right. And that's the truth.
I don't know if we can win this second game coming up here in a minute, Coach, without Zane. Yeah. Some of the great rebounds he had, going to just doing what he's been told.
I know we talked to a lot of people about Zane and just saying, whew, that was a big play that erupted the arena there, man. Marcus is just, he's playing with so much confidence now. That's the only way you can describe it. Everybody cheering.
It was obviously a great job. Everybody likes to see it dunk, but Chris Jackson set that play up right there.
Yes, he did. Sure did. He could have went in there and forced a layup or something that he probably wasn't going to hit, but he backed it out. Found a trailing Marcus who got the rebound.
Here's and one. He says it right there too if you can hear the audio.
Chris always plays with passion and excitement. Look at that. If you give that kid space, he's going to knock it down. Proved it the whole year.
You'd think people would try to guard him a little closer, Coach.
You would think so. You would think he'd be in a scouting report. Cody Rao getting him one right here. Yeah, that's another kid that can shoot.
Hey, Coach, even if we've only had him in the game for 40 seconds, he hits a three.
Yeah.
I mean, Cody Rao hits, he might have the best shooting percentage on the team.
Great ball fake by Zane, getting his balance.
Great move, Chris.
We did. We played pretty well this ball game here. We played good in general this tournament. We always talked about playing every play like it's our last, playing each possession to full potential, and my gosh, we did.
Yeah.
It's one thing Cody Rao does better than anybody is in the zone. He's sneaky about finding that, them gaps in the zone and coming to the middle, things like that. His IQ is very good for the game.
We talk all the time about having players who just set the example by going hard. We're gonna
great hustle right there, Jay.
I'm gonna miss Cody Schultz, just from being in practice and having that mentality. I mean, it's hard not to go hard when he's just killing himself every second.
I remember one practice in particular, we was playing a big game, I think against Southeast, and Southeast had a real good point guard, and we had Chris at the point. And Chris, for some reason that day, Chris was just on. He was killing him off the dribble, hitting threes, pull-up threes, and Cody fired back at him. His competitive spirit kicked in, and he's like, Coach, we're going to stay in this drill until I stop him 5 times in a row. he's a competitor.
Great pass.
We've been harping on him a lot the last 2 months about completing the plays, completing every single play. I don't care if the ball's on the ground or whatever, complete your plays. And that was a good example of it. This kid is going to be good for us next year. This kid is going to be good for us next year.
Oh, Bobby.
Great defensive stance, plays with passion, he's getting confidence in that shot of his, and I can't wait to see how he improves in this offseason. Earl Clements, man, they played hard. They were athletic, way more athletic than we were. They had a lot more bodies than we did too, so they ran them in and out. And at times, you know, they had spurts where they shot the ball very, very well.
Yeah. Recognized our national championship.
At halftime of our game here, we recognized our 1969 national champions here. And we had guys in the stands like Rick Ragland, Billy Boyd, L.H. Tyler, Lanny Jones, Nancy Ragland. It was just a special and memorable event that was awesomely put on by PR, Amy Elmore, everybody who did their part just did an absolutely superb job. And we've had so many compliments on you know, the hospitality room, how the agenda went, the lanyards, everything that was, you know, put on here. It was just a great turnout, just an absolute great turnout. There's the championship trophy in the middle right there. There's Rick Ragland.
Married the cheerleader.
Yeah. It was awesome. I remember Tammy Thompson, one of our PR people, asked Rick, like, he asked him, like, how did you feel when you came in to Hall's Gymnasium? He said, you know, words can't describe it. All I could feel was goosebumps. And he said he could remember he started remembering the practices and the you know, the blood, the open cuts, and the competitive spirit all of them had. And I love just sitting there listening to them. You know, we went to the hospitality room and you could hear them talking about some of the practices, some of Sonny Hall's when they got on them, and it was just awesome. It was awesome.
Coach, I remember that picture we took there at the end. I remember looking at them players. We only got one player that was tall enough to play for them, and that's Marcus. And they were huge.
Yeah,
I made the comment the other day, they look like Syracuse. Coach, they might, you know, they were pretty close.
Yeah. I remember Rick said, he told me a lot of stories. I got to meet him in depth. And one of the stories he told me is that when he graduated from what was known as PCC, he got 55 offers. And that's because they played Division I's, and they were killing Division I programs. He said he played against, Bill Walton in UCLA, and he said they smashed them. So that's what type of team this was.
Wow.
So here we had in our third place game right here, we had Earl Clements versus Jefferson Community and Technical College. Fast-paced game, good game. Jefferson Community College was in the gym at 12:30. And they weren't having a walkthrough.
No,
they were going 5-on-5s, brutal.
That's practices like we used to have in August.
Yeah, I mean, they were going 5-on-5, brutal. I was like, man, he might wear them out, but no, he didn't. No. They played with some fire in them, and they won that game by, I guess, 18 right there. They're going to be a good team next year.
Yeah, they are.
You know, with the talent that they have in Louisville and things like that.
They got a great place to recruit, don't they?
Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. Future looks bright for Jefferson.
Championship game. We faced Elizabethtown right here.
What a great game this was from the first 20 minutes to the last 20 minutes right here. Our guys started out a little rusty right here. Our sophomores, they had a lot of emotions going on. This was their last game to put on that West Kentucky jersey and things like that. And even had
this kid.
Yeah, he does. Even had a couple of them, you know.
He should have got technical right there. They didn't see that one. Like a little fire about Cody.
Had a couple of our sophomores even shedding a few tears before this game because they knew that the last time jerseys were coming on, and they got off to a 9-0 start on us. But we settled down and played West Kentucky basketball and got right in. What a ball! What a great ball fake Chris Jackson had just then. Chris was so fundamental these 2 games. So fundamental.
I'm so glad he did it, but at the same time, it's so frustrating that he played so well.
Yeah, we wish we had had it from game 1. And he did. He had some great games for us.
Yes, he did.
But, you know, he really played well this tournament. Cody shot 10 free throws the first half, had 10 points off those free throws. He got to the line real well for us. Cody's just a competitor, man.
Michigan drill, coach. Do it all the time.
Sure do. Our guys know exactly what we're talking about. What a great atmosphere this game had. I mean, I think someone counted over 500 people during this game. I didn't realize that at the time, but I mean, it was just an electrifying crowd. Just a great game in general, great tournament in general. Look at Jay step him off right, jab step him right. Great play. Good read by Chris right there. We knew 35 was their go-to guy in any transition opportunity. Chris steals it. We convert on the other end. 4-point turnaround. 2 hands, 2 feet. What we always talk about, Coach. And finishes strong. Same play right here, same result.
Mm-hmm. I'm not. You may be able to blindfold him and just tell him where he's at on the court and where the direction of the goal is, and he may hit the bottom of the net every time.
Yeah, he's
that good.
Tough. Zane had a good bucket for us right there. When Zane scores, he gives us energy when he scores. Everybody knows how hard he works in practice, you know, everything. And when he just scores, he just gives us energy. Great bucket there by Bobby.
Motivating.
Jay finishing through contact. Probably should have been an M1 right there. Good, Jay. Good. Ran our flex play right there. Got some head hunted on some screens and got some easy buckets right there. Played well the first half. Then we knew they had a kid. Chris McDonald, coach, he was a man, wasn't he?
That's number 35.
35.
How many points did he have that first game? Not against us. Let's don't say that. He had 42 against that put him in the position to play against us.
Yeah.
Just a phenomenal athlete.
Center stage dancers here. Heard they did a great job. We didn't get to see because we were in the locker room, but I heard they did a great job. But yeah, speaking about Chris McDonald again here, number 35 for E-Town. He's gotten some D1 offers, everything like that. So we were facing against great competition there. Number 3 right there is getting some NAI looks as well as 32. So we were facing some good competition.
Good screen, Rico.
If you don't put a hand up on Jay, he's going to splash it. Very next play right here. Very close game right here. We need a turnover, and Chris Jackson gets in the passing lane right here. Great extra pass. Chris was so unselfish.
So good.
Yeah, he was so unselfish this tournament. He was maybe the main reason that we won this game. Marcus had 14 boards. Just pounding that glass. Good, Jay. Jay took what the defense gave him and just popped, stopped and popped.
He took the right shots, just wasn't off balance.
Played extremely well. Very proud of Chris Jackson. Look at that post.
Pass.
Great spacing by us guys right there. That was great spacing. Yeah, Bobby with the great pass. Look at our spacing. Nobody on that backside help. Easy bucket. It's got the crowd rolling right here. This actually, put us up by 4. We needed this bucket. We did a little play, and Zane knows to pick and pop with it instead of pick and roll. And reason Jay had a funny shot right there because there's 1 second on the shot clock.
There it is. Wow.
Had 1 second on the shot clock. Zane got that rebound, and leftied that in. I remember looking at you like, man, this kid's improved.
Where did that come from?
I mean, he's just playing with so much confidence. I remember and Zane might not like this story on him, but very first time Zane ever played, we scrimmaged Mid-Continent's varsity. And we put Zane in, and Zane got the rebound and accidentally put it in for Mid-Continent.
Yeah. First 2 points were for Mid-Continent University.
He ever scored in a college game were for Mid-Continent.
We sit back. I remember Cody. Cody's always been real good friends with him, and you know, Cody gives him a hard time, but you know they have that type of friendship, and you know they know it's all fun and games. And I remember Cody after that game saying, "Zane, we'll be laughing about this in a couple months," and they do all the time.
Oh man, that story never gets old. Good D right there. Needed this bucket right here, and one. Work on it every day with our guards, seeking the contact and finishing. Kids playing with some passion and emotion. They wanted this game bad. We went down there and got beat. They didn't want to get beat anymore. Bobby is sneaky quick.
Yeah, he is.
Very quick.
He'll do something good. Look at that move. Wow. It's like a kid from middle area making a move like that.
We do that every day with our 4-chair drill. These guys doing moves through tight spaces and having to make a shot or make a move. This is a great move right here. This is my favorite move of the game. A little ball fake stop.
Yep.
I think that was one of the plays of the game right there. We got us up by 1. And I believe they might score off this play right here. I can't remember exactly, but they ran this X-out motion. Look at our defense right here. No, they don't score off this play. Look at that rotation by Cody right there. Then back at 3 with hands. That's a phenomenal job. We work that every day with them. 3-on-3
on the floor.
Diving after it.
Yeah, Rico, that one kid. I think that one kid thought he was going to take Rico, our man Rico, one-on-one.
That was probably the play of the game right here. Yeah. Kind of opened it up a little bit. We went up by 3.
Look at Dr. Russell back there in the background.
Oh man, it was just awesome. Great atmosphere. Went up by 4 right here, so that was a huge play. Really didn't want to pressure right here. I was trying to tell our guys to get back, but scored. We were down by 2 at this moment in time. They put a little token press on us. We did the whole game right here. Got a foul call right there. Jay went through the line. He was 9 for 11 this whole game. Well, that's what won this game in the end right here. Some clutch free throws by him and Cody that you'll probably see, and wound up getting us to being the victor. It was a big play right here. Great defense by Chris Jackson right there.
Make a comment about that, Coach. When did Chris start guarding that guy? He was by far 35 was their best player, hands down. And Chris Jackson just, I mean, he bullied the kid. He really did. I mean, Chris is just so physical. You know, I don't know if that comes from his, you know, just his football background or whatever, but he's just so physical. And that 35, he was frustrated. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah, he was. Chris is only 5'10", 5'11". The kid was 6'5", 6'5 and a half, but he just got lower in him.
Yeah, Chris
and pushed him off. Well, I learned my lesson this game, Coach. We were up by about 8 with about, I think, 11 seconds to go in the ball game here. And they nailed two 3-point shots right here, and they got down by 2. I was trying to recognize our sophomores.
I gave you the idea. I said, hey, Coach, you want to get these guys out and, you know, so the crowd can cheer for them? They hit them 2 threes. You said, all right, sophomores, get back in the game.
Yeah,
I've never seen anything like that. Ever.
No, never have. But it was a great lesson to learn. And I'm sure I'll have stories about this in later times here.
Yep.
But after this game right here, of course, we took home the first place trophy here. E-Town taking home the second. Hard working group right there, Coach. Just a hard working group, and I'm so proud of them, man. So proud of them.
When we come back, we'll have Coach Daniel Potts' final thoughts. You're watching WKCTC Basketball Weekly. Welcome back to WKCTC Basketball Weekly. Coach, we've had a pretty good year this year. A lot of memories, a lot of great practices that I know me and you both enjoyed, as well as games.
Oh yeah, the practices is what I obviously remember. Of course, the games are the results of the practices, but practices, I know there's many practices, especially in the last 2 years with those sophomores that we've had, and they just bring up great memories.
Yeah.
And I'm so, like, again, I can't tell you how proud I am of these sophomores and letting me into their lives for the last 2 years and being an impact, hopefully in a positive way, and things like that. And I've seen them grow so much as men. And you know, they took their year out this year with 17 wins and 10 losses, and last year they went 20-7. So I don't know what that is, like 37-17. That's pretty good, pretty good record, good record the last 2 years that they've led us to. But also I wanted to say a special thanks for everybody who had their part in doing the invitational, from Dr. Veazey to letting us put it on, to Dr. Russell, Amy Elmore. Our PR program, Janet Blythe and her team did a phenomenal job. Paducah too here, that tapes our games. Man, that takes time and things like that. And Dan Shepard's one of the best ones we got out there. Dan's always texts me. He even texted me last night about a player last night from Murray. So even when he's going to watch games, he's still
on
thinking
the recruiting
about
trail.
us. He's still thinking about us in general. And without these guys like that, this wouldn't happen. This event wouldn't happen, and make this event so special with our 1969 recognition and our sophomore recognition. Without people like that work hard and have passion, I can't say enough thanks. But thanks for everyone. We still got a show coming up next week and the week after, so stay tuned to that. See you all next week.